Hey, we're Shannon and Daniel, and today we're going to take you on a tour of Boulder, Colorado. We're going to show you our favorite vegan-friendly options, our personal favorite landmarks and other places to visit, as well as places that we think that every first-timer to Boulder has to go to.
We're going to start off getting breakfast at the Boulder Creek. From there we're going to drive up to the Flagstaff just to get a nice view of the city. And we're going to end it all around Pearl Street just to show you some of the cafes and bars and artsy little shops that they have around there.
Yeah, so join us and see why Boulder, Colorado was voted one of the happiest cities in America.
We came here to Boulder Creek to eat some breakfast. It's a really, really beautiful way to spend a nice summer morning.
They always have different things going on. There's a music festival going on down the street.
There's some sparring right there right now.
Sometimes they'll have markets across the street, just local vendors, so it's a great place to hang out and bring friends.
Bring out a tarp, bring out a book, and just lay down in the sun.
Yeah, or in the shade. There's lots of shade too, lots of trees.
We always have the mountains in the background, so that adds a really nice backdrop to everything. Yeah, and you are allowed to swim here, so this is actually a really cool place to come swim with your friends during the summer.
So I'm eating the rest of my acai bowl from Nekter, which is a berry that's supposed to help give you energy. It's also getting pretty warm, so it's a great way to cool down. And then it has granola and some fresh fruit mixed in.
I feel like getting some tofu scramble for breakfast, so we came to Whole Foods. They have a lot of really great vegan and vegetarian options. Oh, I think we're going to drive up to Flagstaff, get some snacks on the way from Thrive.
Thrive is a new raw vegan restaurant. It's locally owned and it's just right across the street from Boulder High School. So they have a ton of snacks, they have smoothies, they have salads and everything you can take to go.
We're up here at Flagstaff Amphitheater. A really beautiful place just to hang out. It takes you about 10-15 minutes to drive up here. Definitely worth it.
Probably a good time to come up here would be late afternoon, early evening. This is probably the best view you'll get of Boulder.
There used to be a huge mountain range right where we're sitting right now, and over thousands if not millions of years, and essentially became a big hill. So when you see the flatirons, you see the flat rocks going upwards or downwards. It's actually the older mountain range being offset and pushed up, so you'll see a flat slab going downwards. There's some people camping over there, a couple other people just hanging out in chairs.
There's also lots of people biking, people climbing on the rocks. There's lots of active people here.
Boulder's a really environmentally friendly place. We have actually quite a bit of renewable energy in our grid.
Yeah, lots of wildlife over here too.
Yeah, there's a lot of deer, so you should actually watch out driving. A lot of chipmunks.
It's great to be a part of nature while you're drinking some smoothies made from ingredients from the earth.
Thrive smoothies.
So we're on Pearl Street in Boulder. Right now we're just looking around, people watching, trying some local food. There's lots of vegan-friendly places along this street. I just went to a gelato place that's called Fior di Latte, and then I got a raw latte, which is just iced coffee, but the almond milk is made with coffee instead of water. So it's super strong, but it has a ton of flavor, so definitely would recommend giving this a try on a hot day. They have coffee, they have gelato. Usually they have about 3 or 4 vegan flavors and they actually rotate depending on the time of the week. So right now we're just kind of watching people hang out, lots of kids playing, people checking out what Boulder has to offer. There's also lots of posters for shows that are going on at this time. Lots of music festivals, lots of cultural fairs, so there's a lot of activity around here as well. I just love to check out all the shops. Personally, my favorite thing is just to see all the different people that are here, locals and non-locals. It's also really cool to see how many places offer vegan food on their menu, even if they're not strictly vegan. A lot of coffee places along here have almond milk or coconut milk. There's, far beyond just Starbucks. And the thing that's nice too is that there's lots of local shops here. So you have the locally owned stores, not just chains. So it's not like any other mall that you'll find.
So Shannon, where are some good places to get vegan food around here?
Well, I guess it depends if you want to sit down and enjoy a nice meal or if you just feel like getting something to go. Places like Thrive, you can actually just get your food, walk right down the street to Pearl. If you don't feel like hiking today, and just recycle your food in the compostable bin, and you're good to go. If you're really hungry, Tsing Tao offers a deliciously filling all-vegan buffet every Thursday night. It happens to be a great place to meet up with other local vegans. Also, Jill's at the St. Julian has a vegan buffet every Friday afternoon, and each buffet has a unique menu, so there's always something new to try. But I do also like this place called Zeal. It's not strictly vegan, but they do have a lot of vegan options, and they have a ton of smoothies. It's a great on-the-go option. The Sun Deli is also another one. They have a lot of like East Coast comfort food, like pizza rolls. They have sandwiches and wraps, and almost everything can be made vegan. They use an almond cheese that's made in-house, so you can't find it anywhere else. It's also a liquor store, so if you were looking for something else, it's a good place to stop in. My personal favorites are places like that are more stop and go. Native Foods has fast service, and you can pre-order online if you're in a hurry. There are many locations around Colorado and the rest of the country, and definitely give their free-range native chicken a try.
How about for a slightly fancier, almost dinner, a vegan dinner?
Yeah, well, there's Lyfe Kitchen, if you've heard of it. That's a good sit-down place. They have really good food, and it's all really healthy. Prices are a little bit moderate. You know, you are getting a fancier ambiance. And if you've heard of Leaf Vegetarian, they have really good happy hour specials. Almost all of it can be made vegan, so it's a good place to stop by with your friends, maybe after they get off work. Have some small plates or a glass of wine or whatever.
There's also a tea house.
It's a really beautiful place to visit. It's right on Boulder Creek, so you can walk through, watch all the water, walk over bridges.
Not a whole lot of vegan options. Great tea though, really good tea. Oh, there's a lot of cool actual nightlife around here. There's a lot of pubs, dens, clubs, and you can really take your pick. Lots of cool young people. It's a university town, so it's very alive during the weekend and at night. Pearl Street is where you should come for the nightlife.
They have a beer garden somewhere along the street too. If you're really interested in trying some of the beer from Colorado, you probably have to ask if it's vegan beer.
There's a couple of cellar bars, so you go under the ground.
Lots of places where you can get like one-of-a-kind handmade item.
Almost all of them are owned by mom and pop shop. There's a peppercorn right there. It's a giant store filled with the most random little stuff that you could ever find.
Oh, so Lush is actually a really cool place. They're totally against animal testing, and they actually have a ton of good travel items. So they have like shampoo bars, things that you could take with you on the plane. Yeah, they're great for travel. So maybe if you forgot something, everything's made with really good ingredients, and they have really nice scents. University of Colorado Boulder is also a great place to stop by. Lots of students camp out on the lawns, and the buildings are really beautiful. Lots of places to just walk around. And then right now we're in front of the courthouse. Really beautiful fountain here, lots of flowers. It's fun to walk around in. It's recycled water, so more eco-friendliness. This is a nice place to just sit. It's pretty quiet over here if you need to catch a break from all the busyness of the streets.
Boulder actually started as a mining town, and it's a really young, vibrant city, but you still have a nice combination of older and newer buildings. Very aesthetically pleasing overall. You'll see a big mixture of different people, some local people, some outside people.
I've seen jugglers, I've seen a lot of different musicians, lots of guitars. You can have ukuleles or really out there instruments. It's really fun.
So you'll see some really original street performing acts.
Yesterday I was here, I saw someone dressed as a piñata dog. Yeah, you just never really know. There's always somebody new. There's always something unexpected. So that's one of the beauties of the street.
It's just a really nice area just to spend a day at, or just go for a coffee. And from here, we're gonna head to get some coffee for me, and then we're gonna go up to Flagstaff and go hike at Chautauqua. It's gonna be beautiful and wonderful and extravagant and lovely.
No.
This is my version of frolicking. Or to sleep. I like this option. I don't know.